Enuanu me obi bia akwa baba learn graphic design in Chi. Me da wasi bebre say wa click video so na me no ba bisua de. Ye ba bisua ekwan ya be fa so e design funeral poster ewo Photoshop mu. Nke ba be ekwan be fa so ye 1 week funeral poster, funeral banner, funeral poster itself, that celebration of life, and lastly funeral invitation front and back. Okay, it is a bibi idea when you jump up so soon. A quite and also Photoshop and as a graphic design in general more. Best say or best subscribe to your channel. Yes, or best subscribe you turn it on the post notification bell. Also a bell icon below. Clicking it on so the anytime be a bear upload the video via YouTube for catch yourself. Learn graphic design in Key. I post new video into also call na correct first year and for. Within the Solomon, mention one enter into our Photoshop. Na yen share addition yase. Until with our Photoshop open, first of all, you back off file and I say you back click Control plus N for a new document to be opened for us. So here with our new document, you best set and design file size nti. And on the measure here with A3 for the funeral poster. That's 1 week funeral poster. And I'll click on create. And a do baby so you better fast forward the video and said there you wasted too much time because you're here and you might be doing. Like I say, at least by 30 minutes time, we'll be done with all of them. Okay, until with our document open, wait my call view and you go to new guide. Okay, new guide. Said here, you need to set a guide. So over here, over 10, over on check a column and row. You want to make sure so only margin and a check. Said here, you big who say, oh, this is going to be the margin. So we can set the margin to maybe 40, 40 so that you need a 20. Let's say a printing is taken in future. Most information will not be chopped up. Okay, so I'll click on OK to accept changes. Alright. Into with this one, you better say a developing background on. In the first of all, with the help of the pen tool, I say it's me banner me select me pen tool now. And a BMC I'll select pen tool and I'll select BB and say abase plus sign do also. Always will caps lock on and association this and turning offer bring the pen to itself. It's as me ba back click on must have back click another point or see. Which mark will be the shift key to make it proportion. Then inclusive throughout the edges are you when say anything that will come outside this bounding box we are not going to see. Okay. It's information, I would like to make move here for a stroke kakra. It's only one side nti. You hold it down your control key, no double click, no movie when echo up. Then from us in me change the pen to it mean me also anytime be able to say there is an arrow, small arrow go be as in that means there is a possibility and after BB other tools the error on to make me also to review the other tools. No matter select the KeepCreating pen tool. Okay, to me selecting one with that one wait my then I click here movie echo down. No I click here movie about top kakra to create that smooth curve shape on. BB said I'm person be create and from her saying no me shape tool in a top percent. But before that, make sure that you are on the pen tool. Click on OK. It's a bit fairly with the color available. Then from her saying you add a new shape to bar yen other side as here. New layer, not new shape, new layer instead. Me also a new layer be create here, mommy. Then I'm back to my pen tool. Then maybe the same thing. Let me go back to my KeepCreating pen tool. Nti me selecting nso so a me move we aba down kakra me ma move we nso akɔ top kakra nti me pɛ me create this shape a wa wani ba so sɛ ade a me pɛ sɛ me yɛ no I think sɛ ID de wa hu de me pɛ sɛ me yɛ nti me create something like this we say some other color is also coming from the first shape I draw it nti wa wie with your shape if you are okay with it you click on this to accept changes. Alright. If from us in the change this color to any color that you prefer. This time around I'll choose something like this one. So if you want to copy the color code, something like this, okay, so what type is our color code here, we have the same thing. Then from us in, make click here, drag this layer we about shape we as I said the linear side effect no was here. Then with this shape name, so may apply a gradient overlay. Into before say you may apply gradient overlay, welcome a source file. So source files say files are yɛde ba bɛyɛ yɛn design, okay, nti me files no nyinaa wɔ ase. And also this is the main image I be using. Already may remove the background of this image. So if you don't know how to remove the background, wait my check my other videos. I may leave a link in the description and I may leave a link in the card above to learn how to remove background. And also with my call the main channel. This is not only my first channel, I have a main channel here. If you also like to learn, like you can come with that paasolocreates. Bit my subscribe it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel way, and I also have a lot of videos more over there than this YouTube channel. That's learn graphic design in P. Make sure what have you do by this time, and make sure you like a video no? And like it, okay, leave a comment to us here, and also subscribe to the channel. So still now subscribe here. Make sure you before I subscribe. Why? So the boy be encourage you. Near the more videos I the Abraham. Okay. Alright, so from her say, they position me image, L baby at pepe. And also you can see somebody can blend the image, together. So if so we remove the background of the image, now you feel like say I say, it's a sharp like this place, it now also blend it in. All you need to do is to select the image on. Now add a layer mask from down here. To mere layer mask, so then have a selected your brush tool from your tools, no. Oh, I see. This is the brush tool. Wait me, I right click here else now we use it that size way. I can see, okay. And also wait me use the square bracket on your keyboard to make it big and also small. Right square bracket money can see and I left one money to. Then with that, let's over layer mask and I stay white. So that means layer mask is so accurate the brush tool, and the brush tool is so since I say white, no paint white on white, nothing will happen. But if you change it, to which mark like case arrow kit as swap a color into black on white there is going to be effect applying. It will wait may use it a hide it. So what you using to me hide here? That means you have the opacity or the flow low. When you also be increasing it back to 100%. So the blend it in a blend. In this case now, maybe then you're okay with it. Intermediate effect na my applying. Okay. See from her saying we go back to my move to number movie about down kakra. Then from her saying no select a shape near drawing mark for effects gradient overlay to add a gradient overlay like the first one that we have here. So okay we have this nice gradient on it. See this is the gradient and I'll change the angle to 90. And 90 no me say light red no be down. Make click on reverse on say a very reverse it other way round. And if you want to move the gradient in real time to change the position or something, you can do so by gradient overlay selected with moving around. So if you are okay with it, but before that, no, mami MB na color code I'm using for the gradient. So this is the first color code over here, and also this is the second color code as well. So you can click on this new to save it so you can use it later. Okay, so I'll click on okay, I'll click on okay. Then formatting, we go back to my source files, and I have this image or this PNG that I would like to use. To make movie about top kakra and then NTCC. Medical I remove some parts, but since I did video one and perceive too long, and also make movie about image na echi. Now me go back to my source file once more, and I'm going to bring this shape. Okay, this one too. I think let me get it from png.com. It is all called internet is now searching shapes. This kind of thing to do your works. Okay. And by the way, if you want PhD file like this one, they me increase your workflow, and I say adwuma ntɛntɛm ɛnyɛ obi a na recommend ama no, but obi wɔ no ma adwuma bebree wɔ no so ɔno nko a ntumi nyɛ designs ni bebree. To obi wɔ no a ɔyɛ wei enye sika wɔ mu na sɛ adwuma bebree wɔ so na ɔpɛ PhD file wobɛtumi aba yɛn digital store ɛwɔ ha se. You can purchase with mobile money. Okay, wobɛtumi atɔ with your mobile money ɛwɔ ha se sɛ yɛwɔ flyers bebree ɛyɛ de ɛwɔ ha se nti woba deɛ wopɛ biara wobɛtumi aselect ɛna sɛ wo movie ani duru ase a ɛsɛ sɛ loading product nti bebree ɛyɛ de ɛwɔ ase nti sɛ woduru a ne kakra na wait na ntwɛn ne load because we have more there. We also have second one and this one wobɛtumi atɔ with Momo card everything, and also this one the only card and PayPal ɛna wobɛtumi de atɔ from nti you have 3 different digital platform you can buy from us. Okay, and it's very cheap. It's not really expensive. You see this one is $1.01, and if you see 13 cities, this is 30 cities because a funeral book, as a funeral book there, it takes a lot, and there's a lot of information in there. That's why yes, this is it's very cheap, 15 cities, 13 so you can afford it. So way you manage you can come here and purchase a PhD file to help us in one way or the other. And see from us in movie on top of this image, then with the help of my rectangle tool over here, let's click and drag a rectangle shape just like this and see from us movie back to the frame. Now I'll go back to my resource files. Then I'll click and drag this one. Now the about Photoshop maybe you see the size. If you don't have the bounding box like this one, maybe I only bounding box now. There with your image selected, Control T for free transform. Open your bounding box now. Now the item every you see size now. Okay, it's still a bed and nti from her say I would like to change this color nti it is a double click or thumbnail we so on layer thumbnail no e be be color picker na ma now set your color nti let's set something like this and click on OK. Then from her say meet my select all the 3, Control plus G to group and meet my rename this one as frame photo whatever frame the thing in a one group. Okay, and I can reduce the size something like this. Okay, then from my say you be add the din you see and you be add the din any date the be then 1 week observation on top here. Okay, and see I would like to reduce the size of this one a bit so the din that side. And also your shapes now drawing so which my group your name in the shapes. So I'll leave that one to you so they will obey it and to me movie we run down because the information about in here the extra. Then with the help of my pen tool, let type the DNA and the error hand. Then from us I select it to test now me type is here I say no my change font need to Lustre. Okay, make use extra bold no. And if say yɛnya effect bebree wɔ ho nti ɛyɛ saa wei na ɛyɛ check wɔ ase nti on check then mayɛ me test no kɛseɛ just like this. To me movie this one in position, that's why I'm type each one on it new layer so they make my moving around make my money in a kɛseɛ. And also make my change the color of this one to suit the situation, and also change this one font as well. See how you feel self as well in the BI you can just do that. Okay, into from her say the BI per se you make it very effective, very nice. Or selective in Kwana bad down say we also move it down. Wait many effects I click it. It is said by the way if you don't have this font and you want to download it Google with my search this name what search here access to download it. And access effect we na select carry and once we move it down we also option no click this one movie. See that's how you can do this effect, and also bring side effect with. Then from us in we go ahead to apply the effect that we have here. So it is this effect that we are going to apply over here and add a bit of stroke to it to make it interesting. So I'll select the first one, go to FX, and I say a bit me I copy this layer style. So right click and copy a layer style. Okay, then we can come here and we paste the layer style on this one. And you paste layer style and I say the bay. Then from I say bit my double click on this gradient overlay. Double click, okay. Then from I say maybe open this one, I'm gonna make it a bit deep, okay, something like this. And also I like to add stroke to it. Intimate click on this stroke and also select sample color from here and make me increase the size. And this one stroke means we say back outside, not inside. Let me increase the size just tiny bit, okay. And if you like, you can add a drop shadow as well. This is what we want to have. So may click here, right click and copy layer style, select the main somewhere and let's paste this layer style. Once you know your way through, which my work fast study will be moving forward, okay. And I say will be a human intent to me movie we never down. And from my saying is so still now a bit may apply a new effect into my bar just before this image. Let's select a layer before that. Then I add a brown new layer. It's brown new layer. Then I select let's say this shape, rectangle shape. Then I click here, drag a new shape. Then from that I call FX, then gradient overlay. There's an other option that you can do. Then no I'll pin this one. Then from us in say deep one, let's just say if you are intimate select something like yellow like this, light one. Me okay. Then this one, let's say top near white, intimate select white here. Me okay. Me okay. The ever said me move it way all the way down. So the echo share design nothing. Into this another way I'll with me I created some a different background, but I'm not going to use it. I prefer the white one, but if you like to you can add this one to make it more interesting, okay. Then from us in a bit add in 1 week observation. All right, so with our 1 week observation, with layer selected, now after with the text selected, we change the color to something like this. Now I see and I apply gradient on it. So with that one, me hold it out. Now I back copy only the gradient overlay and move that one on it, okay. So the I better apply that only effect on it. So let's try again. We have the observation here, copy the gradient overlay on it, and you see the effect that we are getting from here. It's very nice. Then from here we must select both of this one and position it in the middle. And also I think that I have some flowers be here that I would like to add. So I'll click and drag this one into Photoshop. I'm going to move it just like this. Into pharmacy in the aka be in 1 week flyer no yet. So information here what I say. Quickly I'll add that and the age as well. So let's look at how we can do that one as well. Alright, so pharmacy a source file, then make click here drag sa yen imagery into Photoshop. This guy here, so that guy we no moving just a place like this, okay. A place like this. And from us, a bit more they in the age in the 81. Alright, so say the age now saying a bay, and then from us, I would like to apply the gradient overlay on this one. So I can hold down Alt key on my keyboard Then I click here, drag this FX click and drag this one to it. And I say and stand it out or intimate they stroke on it. So stroke never call FX stroke and add a white stroke on it so that it can pop. So change this one to white, click on OK, click on OK. Then age in this is age to white as well. If say white is not working, and we can go for a different color as well. So let's choose red and let's see. I think red is okay. Then quickly let's add the other information so we can move to the next video. Alright, so say they other information like this. This is how it's going to look like. Okay, so the BC in a bay, which must selecting the one moving around. Then from her saying, let's say your son should be on this one separating things. So with that one, with the help of the ellipse tool, a bit fat, I draw something like egg. Okay, into your bar just before all the testing. You better click here, drag something like this on with the ellipse tool. Let's say very easy, and we can move it around like center. You better on all the sheets, but before that, I said you can add the apply effects that we applied on this one. So you better go, to effects on, then apply a gradient overlay. And I will still apply this gradient, but since it's in the same color, I wanted to change it. So if we go with the yellow effect now, you work in other ones. So from us saying, you go for something like this one, okay, and also then change the top one to this one. Into all these ones, we can copy the color code as well, so they will be the same effect. So alright, so what I say, I'll be seeing now where the Ubunyanti. As in, I think say I would like to go for something of this sort. Okay, so this is the gradient and method on. Click on OK, click on OK. Then we can make a duplicate of this one to this place, and also make the last duplicate here as well. It's a bit me, I'm making sure that all these text is in the same line, align left, and make sure that all of them is also in the center of that. So this is how you can design the 1 week funeral poster. So what we can do here is to add of the late here, then select or control H, select or change the color and reduce the size. So it is 1 week observation of the late Mr. Samuel Kwamwani. The date for the funeral, the date for the 1 week is 15, venue and time. Okay, so this is how you can go about 1 week observation in Photoshop. Into information and then go to the banner. So the banner and control plus N to create a new document. So with a new document size, we will go with 72 for the resolution. Change this one to inches. Okay, let's select the inches. So let's do something like 4x3 banner. So 4 times 12 is 48. So we'll go with 36 here. 3 times 12, 36, and the height is going to be 48. Click on OK to create something like this. So this is our design, and this is our shape that we just drawn for the banner. So with the banner too, we are going to go for this one and maybe this one as well. So movie in Embra new document. So reduce the size. Okay. Then from us, let's select this one, movie back across. Then make changes our information to in loving memory. Many memory can see said anyway the same side. So in loving memory of the late into the dinner survey ever back. May movie in the dinner so quick I abba. Then from us in the movie frame no any age in this is the frame. I think it's already in a group, so this is the frame. and also the age. So age is so let me check the age na me and also ancient frame. It's me movie age and the frame here as well. Reduce the size. Say too big for you so the best situation. Maybe movie this one just like this one, and also bring this one here as well. The formatting, I think say we have to change this color to maybe black, and also select this one, and you bit mama we no so I am very big say open say yes sir. Alright, so with the banner so saa effect yi anaasɛ shape yi a yɛdraw down ha yi, ɛno nso yɛde the same thing ɛbɛba ase nti because this one is going to conflict with the name ne nti ɛno nso yɛbɛchange that shape na yɛdraw yɛ no nti yɛbɛchange to something else, okay. Nti ɛno no saa no because we ne ɛdin no conflict the colours no conflict ne nti yɛbɛchange the colour for the name sɛdeɛ yɛbɛnya ɛno nso different, okay. Nti alright, so from ha sei no me move yi aba ha kakra na mede Mr. wei no aba ha sei, then we can change it back to white na yɛpɛ no, na ma change the gradient overlay on this one top, okay. So this time around yɛbɛ use this type of gradient we use here nti menkɔ copy this one, so copy this one. So we are trying to maintain the colors that we are using throughout. It's me ba say make my paste layer style on it, right click, paste the new layer style on it, and this time around we ever go to effect, near add a new stroke that's white, increasing white to something like 12, not too big, and we can add a drop shadow as well. If say a person drop shadow, a bit may increase the distance, the size, and also the amount of drop shadow that we want, and we can move the drop shadow in real time as well. And if you are okay with it, you can go for it, and as a bit much change the drop shadow color to something like this. So any color that you think is cool for you, I think something like this is going to be nice. They increase it to 15. Alright, so you get the idea. From having I think you can do your own thing over here. So you better copy effect we hold down the shift key and click and drag and bra some on so. You click some on the move and call up on it, so then to get this effect here. So probably this is going to be how you can go about this design as well. So the last thing that we can add here is to maybe add all friends and sympathizers now. So we can copy this one and try to push it over here. So reduce the size as well. Let me transform, reduce the size, and move it on kakra. Then from us saying maybe with this key, I'm going to just go back to the original key, and boom. So we soon a banner no say now be designing banner so Photoshop. Alright, so from us saying with the funeral poster no, you use the same colors that we use over here. And so over here is different from this one. The reason why you change the colors in the say is you can't carry 1 week posters in the every before answer now. Yeah, better the main funeral poster maybe. That's what the shirt that for. And some people know so we use the same colors that they will think say, oh, 1 week poster na that's where the born, and that's why you change the colors into back on your bus pay. Oh, papa year do no coffee, then you will know the time and the everything. And we are trying to speak to them. That's why we are trying to do something that they can communicate with, okay. So with this one is so with this one you shall say with the pen tool as we did with the funeral poster with the pen tool you click and make this type of shape here and the reason why mama one side I can see I tinting as in the person we created this kind of shape now where they me create your hand so yeah but yeah drew in a way we change you back to our KVJ pen tool and we will move this one up and move this one a bit in just like this. Okay, so not any fancy thing. Yeah, we are shape in the air what up was saying to create the shape itself. Then you will create a new blank layer. Then with the help of the pen tool, click on P to activate it fast and also click to draw the second shape as well. So closing now, in Kevija pen tool once more and move this guy here, and I think so just like this. Move this guy as well here. Okay, so we are not trying to do anything fancy like the idea now and see say if you are okay with what you have done let me shape to as well. You move it way back now we may main top see we change this one color to the yellow that we choose for the first one. And also with this one you be change gradient into a new gradient. Okay, so new gradient need be use you so with this gradient I think say we can go for something like blue and yeah, so this one is going to be the top. I think something like this, and the down was also close to blue or violet. Okay, violet instead. So okay, so violet but a deep violet. Alright, I think say we are getting there. So you see say we are almost there and we can make this one a bit red. So open this and move this one towards the red a bit so we can get this one. So that is that. You can click on this, which may be a new way to save it for future use. Click on OK, click on OK. Then from us, a better say with celebration of life because let's say 80 there. That means when you can see a better so about form. And to make it easier for us, the meet member and say main funeral poster and a movie this one this one's here and we are just going to change the color. Okay, so it's alright, the same thing, so we are just going to change the color and we can move forward from here. Okay, so celebration of life, select the text tool. Okay, shortcut is T, just click on T. So celebration of life. And from us saying we to apply the same effect that we are trying to do over here. Since side effect may apply the same thing. So the ability me aside being so in so and this time around I'll change this one from that gradient may use it and until this one is like I don't know if you have this gradient. No, so you are going to change this one to white and this one to a bit of yellow but close to white. So let's select this and that. Okay, and if you're okay with it you can click on new so you can use this gradient so you can see how many gradients that I've created out of this so you can be creating and saving them and be using them later. So change this one to white. Okay, so the ability look like this one is bleeding through this one to give us that white and yellow gradient. So you see, just be smart and you are good to go. So you can make this one a bit small, bring this guy here, then change the color of that guy Then from ha say ne ebetimi the frame ne age na yɛ den aba. So this is the frame, this is the age. You moving me embra. Then ebetimi position and also ɛwɔ ha say. Then from there ebetimi the main image ne so ayɛ den aba. Alright, so from ha say me movie we number down kakra bi. Then then try say me fit imagery over there. So from ha say with the help of the brush tool, select the layer mask and we are going to paint. So if you don't have the layer mask, don't worry. Let me delete this one. Just come down here to add the layer mask. Then we can activate the brush tool and we can blend this one in. So just like this, okay. And one thing that we can do here is to make hold down the control key on your keyboard or command key on your keyboard. Now click it. It will make it a shape like this one. So the it to me swap it back to white and we can paint, but it will be in level. Then brush. Then we are control D to deselect that one. So you see with that, let's see we are blending this one in very nicely. The information a bit me there, but I will feel like say increase the size ne kakra na me rotating a bit. So let me try again. Select both of them, control again to group, increasing the kakra. Me rotate ne kakra. Baby say the image in the back is there. Inti a bit means so I'll go back to the idea can hold down the control key. Now what best select layer mask and then with the brush tool, a bit mapping feedback here to add more of the effects. So you can do anything with Photoshop if you understand the concept. By the way, I have a Photoshop course and I'll leave a link in the description below to take you to the intro of the course. So if you like and you want to learn from me from scratch, the course is very cheap, like 70 cedis or so. It's not even up to 100 cedis. Wait till you have to keep part that it will teach you from beginning, like the basics all the way to advanced, and you can start designing flights. So if you get the basics, then you can come back to this channel to learn these styles and make church, because one of my tomboys I explaining things to you. So if you purchase the course, it will take you to our Telegram platform where we have all the course over there, which you can take part and learn all these basics. Okay, the pharmacy, yeah, but are they information like the chief mourner's father, mother? So I think that most of you know how to go about it, but yeah, one or two, then we can fast forward this part so that we can move to other interesting things. Okay, but before that, add the name because what it didn't know how to say that. May select a movie abahasi. So you can see say with some few minutes, say we are able to design a lot. Okay, and also make movie age in a frame a bit up on and cost your kakra. Na yemfa we so embra a form kakra. And I think say the yellow is showing, so a bit moving up kakra. So you movie image in down kakra, then we can select direct selection to select this one. Double click and move that part up. You double click, no moving up. Okay, so from us in control O to fit everything to screen. Yeah, add a name after adding the name, right? So yeah, add a name. Yeah, add this information we. Okay, so yeah, but add all the rest of the names like this one. So them be can answer a bit my sound already. Your test to selected. No. The fancy a chair Saudi we mummy and Santiago view and new guide layout. Now I'm checking this one, but this time we don't want the row, we want the column, and the column we want to divide it 3. And also, if you don't want the gutter, you can just remove, type 0 there. And then the minus are 2 lines into 3. Into the chain with 3 are be seen a bed. So with the help of the ellipse tool, when I say the circle, that's ellipse tool, a bit might draw something like this on to divide everything. And you can change the color field to black, red, like whatever that we want, but let's choose red over here. So the very very simple, and we can also add a bit of blur, Gaussian blur to it. So let's convert this one to smart object and add a bit of 2% or 3 pixels blur to it. Okay, so a too bigger, you can zoom in and reduce the size, but I'm okay with it. And since my movie we number has a kakra, they say enough room here, said a bit me add other information, and that's other important information there. It has from us in a medical movie way back today. All friends and sympathizers is going to be here, aligned to the center. Mistakenly in my align to here, but it's okay. Let me change the color to black. Okay, so let's change the color to black. And I think say we are good to go from here. Then from us with our text tool selected now, make click here, drag it to get this bounding box. You bit my paste all the text in. So control V to paste. I already have the text. It will paste here. All you need to do is to change this one to red, and also that's all we have. I see in a way bold, but the other ones is regular. And also my change the color into banner selected when now I change color to red or something that is going to differentiate between them. Okay, it's quickly let me add all the rest, all the others said a bit may move it forward. Okay, into say yeah, add the BBI we are saying a bay. And apart from that, it's a way bounding box will say what type all your words in word now be paste here. One take care of, and I say one you careful. I'm going to say some of the information will be hidden, but you will not be aware. If you are me, after we printed the work, you will we notice that some of the text is being cut off. So you have to make sure say all the rest is intact. So to make sure say all the rest is intact, nobody to me act like you drag way down. To one who test be our say another means say everything is intact now. And I say you cross check with your book number the buy, know the last name is O. It's indeed everything intact. Otherwise, over printing work now you are special. I say that's why that's the reason why it's good to come and watch some of these videos, because we'll be giving you some tips that it's happened to us that if say we had this information earlier, all these things is not going to happen to us. Okay, so from Hasi in so the same thing you bear for funeral arrangement. You remember the title, then you post all the details like laying state, burial, Thanksgiving, like all those things. You be pasty over there. First of all, a bed draw a bounding box like we did earlier, and I think say this one is too close here. Then if you have all your information, you can paste or you can type them. And also you see say some of the information is hidden like I told you. I think it's not hidden, but let me bring it a bit up and also move this one down, because we have to add information on top as well. That's the funeral arrangement. So let me quickly type that one. So after some type here, you may know get to I said a bit my fit here. So I'm trying to reduce the size and also align with this one. And from us in the go to FX gradient overlay. Now I apply a normal black to red gradient. So something like this. and you can leave it like this one, and you can also underline it. So let's go to character. So when the character, go to effects and make sure character is checked, and we can underline it over here and move it a bit down. So Control O to fade everything to screen, and this is how, my friend, you can go about funeral poster, that's celebration of life design in Adobe Photoshop. I think this is so simple for you guys that everyone can do now, okay? And also, please, if you are finding this video useful, don't forget to leave me a like, or and also subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, please, I beg you to subscribe so we can grow this channel to 1K this year, okay? We can even make it 2K this year. Please subscribe so we can learn many styles, okay? The more you subscribe, the more content that I'm going to post, okay? That's why you can see that I don't normally post. Let's say the meantime post because if people are not helping me to post, so I give myself a target that if I get this, I'm going to post. If I get this, so if say it's not reaching out, there be as a reach here, there be a new content, baby, okay? All right. Nti from ha say me ba be help me be fa so aye phone invitation here the video na aye the esi. Alright, so to start with our funeral invitation is so Control plus N, and this time around, since we are going to divide it on A3 three times now, you best select A4, A4 three times, you best select A4, Emia create for a new canvas to open for us. As usual, I need to call view, and we will choose new guide layout. And this time around, we don't want the columns, we want the rows, and the rows we want it three times. We don't want the gutter, you know, so the Benyan say. Then also we can chop off this information, that's the margin, but we can still keep the margin if you want to, and click on OK. So at the end of the day, A4 sheet a bit much share the margin same, but we are going to select the rectangular marquee tool for now and make a selection just like this. Then we can click on the crop tool so we can crop this one. Click on enter to accept changes, or click on this check mark up here to accept changes. Then from here, go back to your move to Control O to fit everything to screen. Until from us, your barber adding information to create our invitation, and I think the invitation is to say, and at the end of the video, and also a. So this is going to be for the front, and also this is going to be for the back, okay? So let's start with the back because that is going to be the cheapest, because we have all the information that we need. So we have all this information. The movie say something like this. Then I'll select my text tool over here, okay? And then I'll click inside of anywhere. Then I'm going to move this guy here. Me moving to a guide now. I think say we can add one of the guide for ourselves, and from us saying maybe you see the size. So remember 11 pixels, and the interval too is going to be 11 as well. So boom, you can see say we are done with the back. Super easy, and that is that. So if say you feel like there is more space, that you can make this one 12, and we can make this one 11.5. So I guess that is all. So from us in the variant movie, this one up, don't go too much, leave a bit of space. So the leave it, so can't major you are, that means says the information to be a cut off, especially the invitation. I think happened to me 2 times. Most of them, some of the names will be hidden. I wouldn't know after printout now was one. So do not let this happen to you as a Makachio. So we can group this one and name this one as the back, and we can make a duplicate of this one, and let's say group and close it. So this is the back, okay? So this is the back. It's font, so and I said the front, the front, yɛhu sɛ yɛwie. So to start with, you best start with our pen tool. Make sure you have the main pen tool selected down. And see, you better click and make it in shape. Then we are going to try to make something like this. Okay, so let me close all of this video. If I show video, say unlike a video, now so I say like a video, you might subscribe to channel. Why? Okay, it's you be making something like this. Okay, so first of all, let's change this one to the caviar pen to move this guy here and move this guy up. So the caviar pen to make your life easier. That's why I always try to use that. And also hold down the shift key and hold down the control key. Now yɛmfa we mbra form kakra. And I say yen selected the direct selection tool. We hold it down the control key. Then move we mbra down kakra bi. So from her saying, let's go back to, let's say any pen tool any pen tools mean create shape. Let's go back to the pen tool so we can create a shape here. Okay, so click on this one to create a shape, and with the shape it's white now, so let's add this gradient overlay. So we can copy the gradient over here, right click, copy layer style, then select that, right click, and we can paste the layer style here. From us me moving my image way I me reduce size no. So in the bounding box now, shortcut then I'll be using Control T to activate the bounding box. And also let me hide this one. So to hide it, you bit my right click here to delete it, enable, disable on. So main disable simple. And from us in it's a bit me abaha. Yen design it can as any movie sorry. Abeto a tree to keep it interesting, move it behind the image on. And fanko behind the image. Now yabe add the other information like and see about the funeral arrangement. So we can select this one and this one. Neye movie Embra Hanum say. So let's size kakra. Then with the help of the text tool, as always make click inside the bounding box for the text now my open it up. It's from us maybe you see the size of the font here, so maybe you see in Brabe 11 and intervals so Sombra 11. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we now see family gathering. We need to see family gathering. I think everything is intact now. From us we change the whole color to white. And still now if say you change the colors of this one, we are going to use a different color. That's maybe yellow. Yeah, I think yellow is okay. It may apply the same thing on the others. I'll come back soon. Alright, so from Hassan, so may go back to this one and select. It's a sense of white they use this one to mean clicking movie. This one here now. You change this one to funeral invitation. Okay, so funeral invitation. Then we can add effect to this one and the same thing to this one as well. Until from her saying it may make it a bit small. You position the right way, and the next is going to be funeral invitation. So you can type your details like maybe a dear, but before that may change the font way. May use the open sans for this effect. Reduce the size to maybe 12. Okay, so dear dot and then I'm going to say since a white that and there I don't need to bring any shape, but I would like to bring this one. Now my movie this one behind that one and apply drop shadow nti yɛmfa drop shadow nka ho and you reduce opacity in the down 8 and click it OK. So from us saying if you move a copy of this one down, so something like this, and the next thing is going to be the name. So name, they say we already have it, so we are just going to bring the name here, reduce the size. So I think that from us it reach me a deal we have a carry. Let me delete this one. Let me even delete all of them, and I don't know, I think this one will work. So yeah, far we move mental size in so and it makes me add the other name. Let me reduce the size na kakra. If say the stroke is too much, you double click here stroke effect name to somebody be 7 5. I think it's okay now, and the next thing that we can do is to add the age. So let me find the age. Let me reduce the size of this one, rotate it a bit, and also we can add the frame. Alright, so finally this is going to be the whole video. I know say we have exhausted much of your time, but I know say you're very wealthy and well to the time now you're wasting up. And thank you very much for watching this video. So when each video you now say search more of this video or this content, and make sure to subscribe to your channel. Like a video, leave a comment or comment section and say for PSD file from our digital store. Join my Photoshop masterclass course, and also I have Adobe Illustrator masterclass course. So if you're also interested, let me know in the comment section so that I can link you guys up with those things. And also don't forget to watch how you can make money with your graphic design skills on my main channel. I will leave a link in the description below for you guys to enjoy. Until next time, or in the card above. Until next time, please never give up. Keep creating. Paasolocreates, and I say learn graphic design in G. I'm out.